All right, Wayne Alaroot with Bill O'Reilly. We've both been off for a couple weeks, and so we're finally back. We got things together, coordinated the O'Reilly Factor back on the Root Factor. Now, Bill's here with us. Hey, Bill, great to have you back.
Thank you, Wayne.
Janine Pirro, Judge Janine, is a friend of mine, by the way, for a long time, and I'm guessing she's a friend of yours. And the word is out from Janine herself that she's blocked from appearing on Newsmax TV, and I'm just wondering how you feel about that. What's Fox's problem?
I don't know what their problem is. I think it's wrong. I think Janine should be able to sell her book. She's got a new book out wherever she wants. When I worked at Fox, all of us were able to do that. They obviously, any news network doesn't want their premier people going on a competition to help them. Everybody understands that. But when you have a different project, whether a movie or a book or something like that, usually there is leeway where you can do the competition. But look, I don't know what goes on at FNC anymore. I'm not involved with them at all. It's a strange world, Wayne. Things are changing fast.
So let me tell you a little personal experience. First of all, I watch Fox News time and again to find great guests for my show. And every time I have my producer, Andrew Paul, call them, if they're contributors to Fox News, they say we've been banned from going on Newsmax. So that's a fact. I know that. Number two, Wayne Root, me, used to go on Fox News 20 times a year. Look back the last 10 years. 20 times a year or more for the last 10 years till the day my Newsmax show started. From that point on, I've never, ever, ever gotten a return call from Fox, never been booked. They never called me back. They never called me, never heard from them again. Banned. And number three, at least they were letting me write my columns at foxnews.com, their website. Very popular columns. Do you know that those stopped as soon as you joined my show? From the day you, Bill O'Reilly, joined my show, nobody ever returned my calls again at Fox News Opinion at the website, even though they used to call me 3 times a week to suggest columns for me to write. Never even called me again. Done. Finished with Fox News. What do you think about that?
I don't like it. I don't know why these people are doing, these people being the executives. It's a whole new regime. I never worked for any of them. I don't know them. I mean, I know who they are, but I don't have any personal experience. It sounds like they're insecure. I don't know. Look, when I left there, I said I wasn't going to badmouth the place. I've held to that. I worked there more than 20 years. It's a new management, new style, new outlook. We'll see what happens in the future. But, I'm sorry that you got punished unnecessarily.
Well, to me, it seems obvious they're scared of Newsmax TV, but here's what I say. I'm not scared of anyone. I love everyone because we're all on the same team. I would never say no to Janine or Sean Hannity or Bill O'Reilly or anyone great at Fox because we're all trying to reelect Trump and make good things happen for conservatives and Republicans and even right-leaning independents. So I think we're all on the same team. I didn't know we were terrible competitors and hated each other. I guess I'm naive, right? In this business, I guess I'm very naive.
Wayne, I would just do the best show I could do and don't worry about them. That's my advice to you.
All right. And let's ask your advice, Bill O'Reilly, about Donald Trump. Should President Trump do the best job he could do and not worry about the polls? Because I've said for a year now, and Chris Ruddy, the chairman of this network, brilliant guy, he's just written a great column about this. The polls are rigged. It's very clear when you ask likely voters, Trump is probably got a big edge and might win. I think he's headed for victory. It's very clear if you look at registered voters, he's doing terrible and he might lose. Well, so why would you look at registered voters? You'd look at likely voters because that's who's going to come to the polls, right?
Well, yeah, likely voters are the barometer, but you got to understand something, and I think Chris understands it as well as anybody. Many of these polling outfits want a certain outcome. So here's the ruse. Here's the con. So say you want to say that Bernie Sanders is beating Donald Trump in a head-to-head race among registered voters. Say that's the outcome you want. Well, how do you make that happen? Easy. You poll more people in Seattle, San Francisco, Chicago, Los Angeles. All right? Because nobody knows where you're polling. You don't give that information out. All you got to do is go into the liberal areas of the country and ask your question, and you're going to get the answer you want. Now, it would be the same thing on the right if you just polled everybody in Mississippi and Alabama, right?
Right.
That's the con. Right. That's what's going on. So I tell my viewers on BillO'Reilly.com, relax. When it's a head-to-head match and it's two people running, then the polls may matter. But last time, except for Rasmussen, they were all wrong.
Right. And by the way, there's a betting website run by John Stossel, believe it or not, and it's political odds, and you get to bet your own money. And those sites over the years, Bill, have proven uncannily accurate. I mean, like almost 100% accurate. People put their money where their mouth is, and they show Trump a gigantic favorite. Everybody's betting on Trump to win the election, and Biden and Elizabeth Warren are miles behind when you put your money down. I wanted to get your thoughts about that.
Well, first of all, I think Warren and Sanders would take that money away from Stossel, so he wouldn't have anything to do. They just say, "I want all your money." And secondly, I'm not a gambler, Wayne. I know you live in Vegas. I go to Vegas. The city fathers hate me. I mean, I go to the restaurants. I do my shows at Caesars, and then I'm not a gambler, so I don't know. Look, Trump is the most well-known, most well-defined. He's got a split personality with the American people. They run a socialist against him. I think he'll win.
And by the way, 10 or 12 years ago, that long ago, over a decade ago, you did a live show in Vegas. And do you remember your guest was a guy named Wayne Allen Root? I probably looked 12 years younger. You were on the show. But I was the guest. You remember? Yeah, you remember.
I did, and
I'm impressed.
I scolded my producers for bringing you on. What is it? Who is it?
Next time you come to Vegas, I'm taking you gambling. Bill O'Reilly and Wayne Allen Root are going to play craps next time you're in Vegas. I promise you that. You're going to have fun. All right, Bill, thanks for coming on the show.
I'll do the dinner. All right.
All right, dinner's done. Dinner, a little craps afterwards. All right. Bill, thanks for coming on the show.
All right, Wayne. See you soon.